Hey, this is OXDF, and today we're looking at the advent of code 2022, day 6, turning trouble. There's a bunch of story about computer signals and stuff in here, but really the challenge is going to be we're going to get a long string of random characters, and we need to find markers where a marker is 4 characters in a row that are not the same. So here you have MJ, so there's 2 J's, so then you can't be JQJ, nope, still 2 J's, QJ PQ, nope, 2 Q's, JPQM. There we go. We found our marker. And in this case, we need to report back the first marker and by the last character in it. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we just point back that. And I think it's going to be important to call it right now. It's going to be important to remember that this is 7 and not, like, if I counted from 0, this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to let's see if I make that mistake. So here, after 5, we get unique. So there's our 4 uniques. After 6, we get uniques. That would be these. So let's go ahead and take a look at the challenge. We'll do our GenDay script here. Described it in the day 1 video. Pulls my input, makes me a stub. And let's see. So our input is one long string. Let's see, we can do like a word count and input and see. So it's one line, 4,096 characters. So a lot of characters. Okay. Let's jump over here. This seems, I'm scared to say this. It seems like it's going to be kind of easy, but let's see. So we're going to, let's read it in as just one thing, not as an array of lines, and we'll call it data. And then we will, start to deal with it. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to just loop over it. So I'm going to say I equals 0, I equals 4, we'll say. And we can say while I is less than len data, because we don't want to go beyond that, we can say if data sub I minus 4 comma I is, what are we going to do on that? Well, let's say we'll take a set. Take a set of that data. And then we can say if the len of the set is equal to 4. Because in a set, if you have all unique values are compressed or just become the same thing. It's just, so if I have a set of ABCC, it just becomes ABC. If I have a set of ABCD, it becomes ABCD. So if the length is still 4 after we make a set, we're done. So we can break, let's just say, we'll say part 1 equals I. That will allow us to reuse this loop later. We can get rid of this and we might have an answer. Let's see, Python day6 input.text. Oh, nope, it's gonna help if we increment our I plus equals 1. Otherwise, we're gonna be in an infinite loop. 1794. Let's think about this for 1 second. I equals 4 is going to go from 0 to 4, so it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. So if that was a match, if we matched on that, we'd want the answer to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I actually think we got it right here kind of by accident. I'm going to just do this real quick. So if we had A, B, C, D as our string, and so so the right answer here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I equals 5, it's going to get from 1. That's gonna be right. So I think this is actually gonna work. I was worried about some off by 1 stuff, and maybe if we miss this, we'll come back and play with it some more. But we'll try it here. Nice, we got it right. Okay. Excuse me. So now we're looking for messages, and a start of message marker is 14 distinct characters rather than 4. I don't know why we need to change much. Let's see. We will do something like part 1 equals none. And we're going to take this breakout. Say if not part 1 and. So now that way, once we find a part 1, we stop doing this check. And now we can do if len set data I minus 14 comma I equals 14. Part 2 equals I. By definition, part 2 is going to have to come second because if there's 14 in a row that are unique, there's also going to have already been 4. So we don't have to worry about like which one comes first. We can set this, get rid of that, and see if this solves it that quickly. 2851. All right. That was kind of a quick day. I don't know what else to look at though. That's pretty simple and straightforward. So we can review the code real quick just to, basically we're going to loop through all the code. We're going to look at 4 at a time. We're going to take the set and see if the length is still the target value. And if so, we know we've got it. So thanks for sticking with me today, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.